It's all good. Let's get all the way up onto our feet. Feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. And taking a nice big breath in. And exhale. And nice deep breath in. And exhale. And one more. And exhale, reaching all the way up. Exhale, bowing down. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften knees, and slowly coming all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart, hands to side, and inhale, reaching up. Exhale, diving down. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften your knees, and slowly coming all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart, hands to side, one more. And exhale, diving down. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften your knees, slowly coming all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart, hands to side, reaching the arms, soften the knees, and gently twisting at the waist, just starting to release our spine, just getting a little bit more movement as we inhale, as we come through center, exhale as we twist. Big breath in, big breath out. And two more. Last one. Reaching arms all the way up and rolling all the way down. Soften your knees and imagine picking up a big ball, rolling all the way up. Just getting some range of motion through the spine, rolling down. Soften your knees and inhale, coming all the way up. And rolling it down. And soften. Inhaling, coming up. And exhale, rolling down. And soften. Inhaling, coming back up. And exhaling, rolling down. And soften. Inhaling, coming back up. And one more. Exhaling as we roll down. And inhaling, coming all the way back up. Interlacing fingers, nice and tall. Feet about hip distance apart. And reaching from side to side, taking big breaths in. And big breath out, pulling up through the pelvic floor as we breathe, taking those nice deep breaths in. And deep breath out. And one more on each side. Reaching all the way up, reaching fingers. And then let the wrists relax. Elbows, shoulders rolling all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae. And feeling yourself gently relaxing, letting your head relax, neck relax as we breathe. Taking those nice deep breaths in. And deep breath out. Coming back to center, soften your knees and slowly rolling it up, vertebrae by vertebrae. When you're ready, we are going to inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, diving all the way down. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, bringing hands on the ground. And when you're ready, let's step our left knee back, coming up into a crescent lunge. Big breath in. On the exhale, big breath out. Stepping it back into downward facing dog and walking through the feet. Taking nice deep breaths in and nice deep breaths out. And softening both knees, looking past your hands, jump step or float the feet forward. Inhaling for halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften knees slowly, coming all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to hearts, hands to side, reaching up. Exhale, bowing all the way down. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, bringing hands onto the ground, stepping your right knee back, coming into that nice lunge. Inhale. And exhale, bringing hands back down, tucking toes, very carefully coming out into downward facing dog and walking through the feet. Taking some nice deep breaths in and deep breath out as we walk through the feet. Coming up nice and high on the balls of the feet, and then soften one knee, feel opposite heel reaching towards the ground. And softening both knees, looking past your hands, jump step or float your feet forward. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften your knees, slowly coming all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to hearts and hands to side and reach. One more time for that flow. Exhale, bowing down. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, bringing hand to the ground, this time stepping left foot back again. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bringing it down, stepping it back into downward dog and walking through the feet. Taking those nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. Allowing your breath to get a little bit deeper as we feel our tailbone really reaching. Taking a nice big breath in. On your exhale, soften your knees, looking past your hands. Jump, step, or float, feet forward. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften knees, and slowly coming all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart, hands to side, and reaching up. And exhale, bowing all the way down. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down, stepping right knee back, coming all the way up. Big breath in. Exhale, big breath out, stepping it back into downward dog and walking through the feet. And softening both knees, looking past your hands, jump, step, or float the feet forward. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften your knees, slowly coming all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to hearts, hands to side. When you're ready, coming to the top of the mat, let's step our left foot back into a warrior two. So you're going to open up your pelvis facing towards that left wall and keeping a nice bend in that front knee, taking the arms into a bow and arrow and reach right arm forward, left back and breathe. Taking your back arm, reaching it forward, pull that bow and arrow and shoot, and bringing it forward, pull and shoot, bringing it forward, pull and shoot, bringing it forward, pull and shoot, bringing it forward, pull and shoot. Two more, pull and shoot. Last one, and shoot. And very carefully looking back at your back arm, reaching your thumb up and starting to rotate that arm, allowing your eyes to follow your thumb. And reversing the opposite way, reach back. Feeling that opening of that shoulder. And reaching forward, taking elbow, bringing it into an extended side angle, reaching left arm over and up, pulling up through pelvic floor, feeling the engagement of side body as we take those deep breaths in and deep breath out. And one more big breath, slowly coming back up, taking both arms back, shoulders back, interlace, coming down into a humble warrior. Breathing deeply in the hips, nice long spine, belly button in. As we take those deep breaths in and deep breath out. And on the inhale, slowly coming back up, bringing hands to hips, pivot feet. So we're back into goddess pose, toes facing out towards the corners of your mat. Soften your knees, elbows tuck in, belly button in, really lengthening spine. Taking those nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. And one more big breath, straightening both legs, turning your toes forward, bringing it down into a forward fold, feeling your tailbone reaching up to the sky. And if it feels okay to walk your hands through the legs, feeling tailbone reaching up, please, please, please do. Feeling that stretch up the backs of the legs. It's always okay to have a micro bend in the knees if you need to, reaching your tailbone up to the sky. Taking nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. And one more big breath, slowly bringing hands back, soften knees, hands to hips. On your inhale, slowly coming all the way up. Very carefully, let's turn out. Left leg coming to the other side, pelvis is still facing towards the front. Taking arms into that bow and arrow and reaching left arm forward, right back, really feeling that lengthening. And when you're ready, take that back hand, bringing it forward, pull your bow and arrow and shoot. Bringing it forward, pull the bow and arrow and shoot. Bringing it forward, pull 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 and shoot. 2 more. 1 more. And looking at your back thumb and slowly circle. And reverse the other way, reaching. Two more. And reaching forward, bringing it into that extended side angle. Reaching, top arm nice and high, pulling up through pelvic floor. Nice long spine. As we take those big breaths in and big breath out. And one more big breath, slowly coming back to center, taking hands behind your back. Try to do your less dominant grip, so you may need to switch your grips, roll shoulders back, coming into humble warrior as we breathe. Taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. Making sure that front knee is directly over your ankle, not your toes. It's following the line of your toes, but it is stacked over your ankle bone. One more big breath. On your inhale, slowly coming back up, hands to hips, pivot your feet, and soften your knees. Arms come up. Taking nice deep breaths in, and deep breath out. And one more big breath. When you're ready, toes face forward, shoulders back, interlacing fingers, squeeze. And on your exhale, coming down into a forward fold, trying to reach the heels of the hands towards each other as we take those nice big breaths in and big breath out. And taking a nice big breath in. On the inhale, slowly coming back up, coming back to goddess, turning toes out, soften your knees, taking those big breaths in and big breath out. making sure pelvic floor is engaged, your abdomen and your back too, as we breathe. One more big breath on the exhale, slowly turning toes forward, and this time reaching arms back, taking your less dominant grip, shoulders back, interlace, and coming forward. And one more big breath on the inhale, slowly coming back up, releasing your hand, very carefully heel toeing, back together. And very gently finding toes facing outwards, soften your knees and coming down into Masala. Trying to elongate your spine, so just bringing shoulders back, really breathe into your hips. Taking those nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. And one more big breath on your exhale, hands to the ground, straightening the legs into a forward fold. For our next one, we are coming back to Masala. For those of you, if crow is in your practice and you are warm enough, please, please, please feel free to come into your crow or headstand. So very gently, when you're ready, soften, coming down again and breathing. If it is not your practice, I'm not going to recommend, other than if you notice when your arms are in prayer, the backs of your legs are pretty much already on the backs of your arms. If you actually tilt forward, bringing the hands, and just try and pick up one foot, bringing it back down, try the opposite foot. Over time, doing that kind of work, eventually, you will be able to pick up both. Really breathing, taking those nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. And whenever you're ready, if you are in crow, coming back, down, hands down, we are going to come back up into a forward fold, just shifting your hips. And when you're ready, soften knees, slowly coming all the way up. Let's find our way down onto the ground, coming into easy pose. Just one leg in front of the other, sitting up tall. I just want to release the spine a bit more, so curling spine back. Inhaling, lifting chest, and exhale, curl. And inhaling, lift. And exhale, curl. And inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. And inhaling, lift. Exhale, curl. Inhaling, lift. And when you're ready, gently circling the ribs, taking deep breaths in and deep breath out. and reverse the other way. Inhaling forward, exhale back. And one more. Slowly coming back to center. And when you are ready, let's come up onto our knees. We are going to come into camel. So I am going to turn sideways. Knees are hip distance apart, all the way up. If anybody has any low back things, just being extra, just don't do it, or being extra careful. Hands are on your low back, just to give support, pulling up through the pelvic floor. On the exhale, starting to reach back. This may be as far as you can go. You may be able to come all the way, and you may even be able to get your arms all the way to the ground. So just seeing for you what feels best as we take those deep breaths in and deep breath out. One more big breath on the exhale, coming back up, untuck toes, turning palms up as we breathe, taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. And when you're ready, second time, coming up again, tucking toes, hands to low back. And whenever you're ready, starting with chest first, making sure you are not crunching your vertebrae in your spine. You're really lifting chest. Taking nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. One more big breath, slowly coming back up, untucking the toes, and coming back, turning palms up, taking nice deep breaths in, and nice deep breath out. And one more big breath on that inhale, slowly coming back up, third time, tuck your toes. And whenever you're ready, lifting chest, taking that nice deep breath in, and again, only if it feels okay to come back. Just do. And whenever you're ready, nice deep breath in. On your exhale, slowly coming back up. Soften, untuck the toes, turning palms up, and breathe. And when you're ready, coming down onto your forearms. If this is ever too intense, it's always okay to stay here. Otherwise, feeling fingers pressed into the ground, tuck your toes. And slowly coming up into dolphin. Taking nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. And when you're ready, bringing knees to the ground, coming into embryo, bringing forehead down, bringing your arms to your sides, and breathing deep into your low back. Taking nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. One more big breath on your exhale, coming back to forearms. Tuck the toes, lengthen the legs, reaching left leg up on your exhale, taking knee to forehead. Inhale, extend back, exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, reach back, exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, reach back, exhaling knee to forehead. Inhale, reach back, one more. Reaching back, replacing leg, picking up, right leg, knee to forehead. Reach back, knee to forehead. Reach it back, knee to forehead. Reach it back, one more. And reach both feet on the ground, knees down. This time bringing it into reverse prayer. Just bending your elbows, palms together. And breathe. Taking those nice deep breaths in. And deep breath out. And one more big breath whenever you're ready. Coming back up on those forearms, very carefully tucking toes. Coming up again, seeing if you might be able to walk your feet a little bit more in. And when you're ready, left leg comes up. So 8 kicks, reaching up. If you feel comfortable and you'd like to kick up, taking your supporting leg off the ground, please, please, please do, if and only if that is in your practice. So whenever you're ready, very carefully coming all the way up. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relaxing it down, bringing arms behind back, interlacing fingers, shoulders back, feeling that stretch as we breathe. And one more big breath when you're ready. Coming back to dolphin, forearms on the ground. Tuck your toes, lifting knees. And when you're ready, other side. So very gently, right leg's going to come up for 8 kicks. Your choice whether or not you kick your supporting leg up or not. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back down. Less dominant grip as you reach your arms back. And breathe. And one more big breath. Slowly Coming back up, we are going to find ourselves on our bellies whenever you're ready. Coming all the way down. And very gently opening, arms out to your sides. And very carefully soften your left knee and very gently reaching towards the floor, being careful you've got enough space. And coming back through center, other leg. Reach, keeping your torso on the ground as much as possible. So keeping your chest and your shoulders on the ground. So just through the low body is that twist. And if anybody needs more, you can always attempt to do this with a straight leg. And one more on each side. Coming back to center. Hands underneath shoulders. Option 1 is forearms on ground. Option 2 is to come all the way up, taking those nice deep breaths in and deep breath out as we breathe, feeling your shoulders melting back, taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. One more big breath on the exhale, slowly coming back down, turning head to the side, arms to the side, giving your hips a bit of a wiggle, just releasing. Feeling that energy coming up and down your spine as you take those deep breaths in and deep breath out. And when you're ready, shoulders coming back, interlacing very carefully, lifting head, neck, chest. If it feels okay to take your legs off the ground too, please do. Making sure, even though the back muscles are engaged, that there is no compression, so it's not pinching. Taking nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. And one more big breath on the exhale, release, turning head to the side and giving your hips a bit of a wiggle. Feeling that energy coming up and down the spine. And coming back to center, soften both knees, just making sure your knees are closer together. If you can, reaching for the tops of your feet, shoulders back. When you're ready, engaging pelvic floor, inhaling, lifting chest, pressing feet into hands to get a little bit more of a lift. Taking nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. These are great for your digestive system as well as our core. They're also a heart opener too. One more big breath on the exhale, slowly coming back down, and give the hips a nice wiggle, releasing your spine. Taking those nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. And bringing hands underneath shoulders, tucking your toes on your inhale, coming back into puppy dog. So as we reach our hips back, feeling your arms reach forward, feeling that lengthening of the spine. As we take our nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. And when you're ready, taking your left arm, threading it underneath your right arm. And if you'd like a bit more, walking your right fingers over to the left side. And feeling yourself taking a nice deep breath in. And on your exhale, slowly, auto wrap, reaching both arms forward, hips back, chest towards the ground as we breathe. And taking a nice big breath in when you're ready. Threading your left arm underneath, and only if it feels okay, starting or bringing right arm underneath, left arm reaches. Feeling that stretch. And taking a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, slowly bringing hands back to center. And one more big breath whenever you're ready, using your hands to guide you. Slowly coming back up to a tall seat. And reaching right arm up. Soften elbow and gently stretch. Making sure front plane of the body is nice and tall. And slowly reaching both arms up, opposite arm, gently palm on back, feeling that stretch. And one more big breath on the exhale, reaching both arms up to the sky in big circles, slowly bringing the arms down. And then reversing your wrists the other way, feeling that stretch. And whenever you're ready, we are going to come down onto our backs, nice and slowly if you can. If it's uncomfortable, you can always turn to the side and then roll onto your back from there. Otherwise, bit by bit, slowly coming down. Bringing arms out to the sides, Knees hip distance apart, and just let your knees melt over to the right side, turning your head to the left. And on the inhale, slowly bringing knees back to center. And melting knees one way as our head turns the opposite way. Taking those nice deep breaths in. And deep breath out. And on the inhale, slowly coming back to center. And bringing legs in towards chest gently. Circling, massaging your spine. Massaging the back. And reverse the opposite way. Whenever you're ready, reaching arms, reaching legs to opposite ends of the mat, yawn. And stretch, feeling fresh, cool air coming in, warm air coming out. And when you're ready, feeling your arms relax, feeling your legs relax, neck and shoulders. And very carefully, when you're ready, allowing your arms to melt down by your side as we slowly find your way into what we call Shavasana. Turning palms up to receive energy or turning palms down to ground. and feeling yourself. Taking a deep breath in and exhale. Starting to feel movement returning to fingers, toes, hands, and feet. If you'd like to reach your arms above your head to yawn and stretch, please do. Feeling fresh, cool air coming in, warm air coming out. And softening your knees. And very carefully rolling to one side. And using your arms to guide you slowly, finding your way back up to a tall seat. Feeling your sits bones melting into the earth, crown reaching up to the sky, and reaching the arms all the way up, big breath in. And on your exhale, bowing to thank yourself. And I thank you too. Namaste, everyone.